Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I start my presentation in the name of Allah. My name is Muhammad Talha and today I'll be a leader of the group number 3. My members are Muhammad Talha, roll number 50, Muhammad Yusuf, roll number 52, Muhammad Humayun, roll number 51, and Imadur Rahman, roll number 49. Next slide, please. Today our topic of presentation is soil compaction. We will be presenting these five topics. What is soil compaction? Reasons for soil compaction, types of compacting devices, purposes and their uses, and some pictures and animation for better understanding. Now I would like to invite Humayun to present his side of the presentation. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Humayun and my roll number is 3 and my roll number is 51. So today I will tell you about soil compaction, that what soil compaction is. The process of mechanically increasing the density of soil is called soil compaction. It is a simple way of increasing the stability and supporting capacity of the soil. As you can see on the screen, to the right there is compacted soil and to the left there is normal soil. As you can see, the air voids between them. They are less in this and there are more. Now I will tell you about the reasons of soil compaction, that why we do soil compaction. The first one is reduction of air voids content in soil. Like we do reduction in air voids. This provides stability to structure. The second reason is about increasing load bearing capacity. This thus enhance strength of building. The third reason is about reducing water seepage from compaction and swelling. As you can see in the picture, as we discussed the second reason about the load. So in this picture you can see that this without compaction, as the house is like falling. And this to the right we are seeing with compaction, it's like stable. Now I would like to tell you about the compaction equipment. So there are 4 compaction equipment. Number 1 is smooth wheel roller. Number 2, pneumatic or rubber tired rollers. Number 3, sheepwood rollers. Number 4, vibrating drum or smooth wheel roller. And the last one is handheld vibrating blade surrounding. Thank you so much. Now I would like to call my another member of group to present it.
Thank you so much, Humayun, for inviting me. Now, as Humayun mentioned, there are 5 types of heavy machinery which are used for compaction of soil. First of them is a smooth wheel roller. Now, this type of roller incorporates a large steel drum at the front and 1 or 2 wheels or drum at the rear. This means that there are 2 types of these rollers. One may have like 2 drums, one in the front and one in the back. And the second type is there are 2 wheels in the back and 1 roller in the front. Now, the weight of the drum can be increased by filling the space with water or wet sand. This is called ballasting. Now, if let's say we are rolling a road, let's say we have a charcoal on the road and we are trying to roll it with a smooth wheel roller. And the weight of the roller is not enough, so we will put wet sand or water in it to increase the weight of the roller so that it may compact more easily and in better condition. Now, there are 2 types of rollers, tandem roller and 3-wheel roller. As we said, the tandem roller is the one with the 2 wheels, 1 drum at the bottom, the rear and 1 in the front. As well, and 3-wheel is 2 wheels in the rear and 1 in the front. If there is 1 wheel or drum at the rear, they are known as tandem rollers. The weight of a tandem roller ranges from 2 to 8 tons. And we know that 1 ton is equal to 907 kilograms. The ground pressure exerted by tandem rollers is typically around 10 to 17 kilograms per centimeter square. And for 3-wheel rollers, if there are 2 wheels at the rear, the weight of a 3-wheel roller ranges from 8 to 10 tons. Next slide, please. As you can see, this is the 2-wheel tandem roller. There is 1 drum at the rear and 1 in the front. As for this, these are 2 wheels in the rear and 1 in the front, which we cannot clearly see, but I will just transfer the rear of the machine. Next slide, please. That's a video. In this video, we can see a tandem roller just rolling over a road. Next. Now, we will discuss these types of machinery. All of them have their own specifications. Everyone is an expertise with their own field. So, in the case of smooth wheel roller, which is suitable for road constructions, which we saw in the video, It is also suitable for crushed rocks, well-graded sands and gravels, silts and clays of low plasticity. Low plasticity means that it's kind of solid, so it doesn't like settle quickly. So that's why we can use this type of roller. For the one with the higher plasticity, we use other type of rollers, which will be discussed later on. And it's unsuitable for uniform sands, silty sands, and soft clays, which I just mentioned. Now, thank you so much. I would like to invite Imad Rahman for his type of presentation.
Thank you, Mohammed Allah. I will discuss about the second type of the roller, that is pneumatic roller. These are also called rubber rollers, and these rubber tires are there, and they varies from 7 to 13 wheels, and they are on both sides, mean in back side and in front side, and they are arranged in such a way that the front wheels are in the way of the spaces of the back wheels, so that can cover the more area, and they cover at most 80% of the area, and their contact pressure is 70 kilopascal. Yes. They are suitable for subgrade works, mean the basement of the roads, and they are also suitable for compacting the coarse soils and rocks, and embankments means the protection from the water, and they are also suitable for fine soils, and they are unsuitable for soft clay and highly variable soils. As you can see, these are pneumatic rollers. We can vary the pressure by varying the tires, by varying the pressure of the tires, by varying the loads within the roller. Our next type of the roller is sheep foot rollers. Sheep foot rollers are self-propelled heavy machinery rollers, means they work by their own, and this type of roller is available in different variety of sizes depending on the nature of the soils. Means sometimes we have sometimes we have attached roller, and sometimes we have slides of the rollers that we fit over the smooth rollers, so they work, and it cover 8 to 12% of the area over which they come. Their contact pressure is 1400 to 7000 kilopascal. It is best suited for clay soils and also called camping rollers. It works very well on cohesive soils at low moisture content, and they are very good for in wet conditions. Mean they do not work well in the fine grained and dry soils. Usually used in core dams. Core dams are those which are protected from seepage, so they are also used in their fine grained soils and soils which have more than 20% fines. They are not suitable for coarse soils. Mean coarse soils, they will attach within the roller sheets that are projected outside and in uniform gravels. Now I would like to invite Yusuf.
Thank you, Rahman. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Rahman Yusuf. Firstly, I would like to sorry about you guys because I have some problem with my cuff. That's why I'm speaking it, but I will try my best. Okay, my topic is vibrating drum or smooth roller. Actually, this is a vibratory roller, which is the main difference between the smooth roller and the vibratory roller as one major difference, which is mentioned here. When we are compacting a soil and flattening the surface, it will vibrate firstly. When we are doing compaction of a soil, firstly a vibrator roller is using a vibration of that surface area which make it vibrate and compact it well. and it is a feature of the vibrating drums. This is a type of roller is fitted with one or two smooth surface steel wheels, which is dimension also given and mentioned here. Wide is width and also in the meter. There are, as earlier we discussed in the presentation, almost all rollers have most probably two drums are usually, and they have also three drums, which been mentioned in the previous slides. These are some criteria. Here are some criteria for them. The silk weight of the vibrating rollers is from 4 to 6 tons, and there how it can generate a vibration. Actually there is the eccentric shaft inside the roller drum, which can create and which can establish vibrations, and the roller vibration cause rearrangement of salt particles. Actually, the main theme of the vibrating rollers to use in a compaction is that we can compact it well, so that we are vibrating it, and it is suitable for the granular styles. Most probably when we are using and we are talking about the vibrating rollers, it's most probably we are using worldwide and granular style compactions. There are some beautiful things. This is the eccentric shock from where it can create the vibrations. You may see. Next. Okay, there is a rammer. Actually, we are using a rammer in that area which where we can't use any other type of rollers. We are using hand rammer or machine rammer, which is small in size, and they can also compact well, which is mentioned here. Their frequency range from 500 to 750 lows for minutes, and they can compact as well. But most probably we are using as a type of roller, as a type of compactions equipment, and those areas where we are unable to use another type of machines. Just like we see here, a rammer is a lightweight compaction equipment used for the compacting small areas or providing effective load to the silos. And also called is the trench temples, and it's to deliver a high impact force to the soil and compact it. And there are some criteria for suitable. It's suitable for some areas and unsuitable for some type of soils. Like unsuitable for a large volume means it's a lot of area where you can use another type of rollers. So it might be very beneficial and very useful for us to use another type of rollers behalf of the rammers. And it's also unsuitable for the clayey soil where the clay is where your compaction soil is a clayey. You can't use a rammer because it's using actually tamping, and it's using machines, gasoline or diesel machines, which can which can compact it by the compactions, and it's very suitable for the rammer. Rammer is more suitable for those soils which are semi-cohesive and cohesive. And due to lightweight, it's used for interior floor compactions. As I said earlier, that we can use it interior side, and those areas which we aren't use another type of rollers. Like we most probably we are using rammer in those areas from where we are repairing some areas like roads, street and shoulder, pavement, etc. And it is also used for trench backfill. Trench backfill is that when you are excavating foundations and you want to back to fill, you may use the rammer also. And also you can use it in a confined area, whereas there is a dangerous situation, you may use the rammer on behalf of the other type of rollers. This is a small short video. You will see how it's working. It's actually there is a gasoline engines, petroleum or diesel engines, which we started, and then it transfer a load and force to the springs, couple of spring circle springs, and this is a plate which may which provide the load to a compacted soils. Thank you. That's all for our presentation, and that's all my side. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, you may ask.